Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson, and today's review is gonna be on the Thunderbolts. Okay, now, y'all all know I'm a huge Marvel fan. I'm actually a fan of the Thunderbolts in the comic books. I actually have a #1 Thunderbolts. It might actually be worth some money now if they got movies made about them and everything. I didn't think about that. Might have to check that out. But anyway, it came out decades ago. But I do still have it. And I like the concept of the Thunderbolts. Now, when I heard they were making a movie about it, to be honest with you, I was ready to see the movie because, let's all be honest, ever since Endgame, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has kind of been going on a slow downhill. You know, unfortunately, because everything before Endgame was an uphill battle. But, you know, that's just how it goes. You know, when you're like 35 movies in, you're going to start losing some steam. But hopefully with, you know, Avengers Doomsday and Secret Wars coming, I hope they're going to be on an upward trajectory from here on out. But we will see. But anyway, the Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four are the next two movies that are out before Doomsday. That comes out next year. And a lot of the reviews have been, you know, this is great. This is the best movie since Endgame and all this stuff. So it really got me even more hyped to see this movie. And was it that good? No. Oh, man. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I was kind of bored with this movie. Just like last week's movie. I mean, it's not terrible. I don't think it's the best movie since Endgame, to be honest with you. And I'm not one to be, you know, jumping on a bandwagon. If everybody thinks it's great, I'm just going to say it's great. And just because it's a Marvel movie doesn't mean that I'm just going to be already on board and think it's the best movie ever. That's just not me. I'm going to be honest with you guys. And honestly, I was kind of bored. Not to say that it's terrible. I mean, it had its moments. It's a good movie. It's just not as great as I thought it was going to be. And as everybody was hyping it up to be like fantastic. And it's not fantastic, guys. It's just okay. You know, it's not terrible, but it's just okay. And that's unfortunate because I was really hoping for this to start kicking off the MCU like it did years ago. But there, like I said, there are some great moments. There's some funny moments. But unfortunately, this movie suffers from the whole let's try to be funny and throw a bunch of jokes up against the wall and see which one sticks. And for me, unfortunately, only about 60% of the jokes hit, and the other ones I was just like, eh. And that's what kind of made it boring for me because if they would just focus more on the story and, you know, stop trying to be so funny all the time, this might have been a better movie for me. By the time it was over, I was ready for it to be over. And I did stay for the post-credit scenes. I'll get to that in a second, but I do want to give a shout out to the guy who played Sentry. I thought he killed it in this role. Sentry in the comics, you know, is one of the most powerful beings in Marvel Comics. He's like the Superman of Marvel Comics. And he actually beats the Hulk in World War Hulk. So he's that powerful. And he's kind of a dual personality. You know, you got the Sentry and you got the Void. And in this movie, he's mainly the Void. He's the enemy that they're trying to fight. But he doesn't even come out to like the last 30 minutes of the movie. And they kind of defeat him kind of rather quickly, I thought. And I was kind of disappointed in that. You know, you got these group of heroes, or should I call them anti-heroes, that really don't have any powers, let's say. You know, and how you going to beat the guy that could beat the Hulk? And the way they did it, I understood it, and it made sense in the movie, so I'm not going to, you know, bag on it. But I just wanted more from this, and I was really excited. And the girl who plays Yelena, Black Widow's sister, she did a great job in this movie. Really, the actors didn't do a bad job. I mean, they did great, and there's some mental health issues that they address, and, you know, PSD stuff that's going on with our characters, and that's how they all kind of come together because they can relate to each other because they've all been through traumatic situations that brought them to where they are today and what brought them all together. So I get that, and that's one thing I love about the Thunderbolts. You know, it's like this ragtag group of heroes that don't want to be heroes, but they kind of are. But anyway, that being said, I thought that Bob the Sentry killed it for his role because he really looked and acted the part of somebody who was mentally unstable. And I thought he crushed it. But anyway, I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you want to stay for the end credits, I mean, people were telling us online that, you have to stay for the end credits. It's going to lead up to everything. So I was excited, even though I was excited that the movie was over, I was excited to see this post-credit scene. And I'm going to be honest with you, it really wasn't all that. But anyway, guys, that's how I feel about it. I mean, stay for the post-credit if you want. But it's not going to give away anything that you're not going to see in Fantastic Four that's coming out in a month or two anyway. So I would just really wait to see that, to be honest with you. But do I think it's worthy to go see in the theater? Look, if you're a Marvel fan, you need to go see it. I say that because, there's a lot of references to things going on in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But honestly, I was kind of bored, and that's unfortunate. I really could have waited till I was at home. But I'm an advocate for movie going, so I say go see it, guys, and get your own opinion. But anyway, it's not all about what I think. What do you think? Have you seen Thunderbolts? Do you plan on watching it? Let me know in the comments below. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And as always, make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to remember the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!